Tonight on KGW News. Timbers fans can't wait to host the MLS Cup Final.
No, it's going to be a big weekend in Portland, probably one of the biggest weekends we've seen since the pandemic started.
And they're not the only ones excited. Plus, the feds give the green light to booster shots for older teens. And later, an eye-opening look at the pressures forcing many teachers out of the profession.
More and more piled on our plates, and nothing more given.
Your news starts now. Good evening. First tonight, OHSU leaders say they're sorry and need to do better. An 8-month outside investigation revealed several shortcomings when it comes to handling employee complaints of discrimination and harassment. Our Alma McCarty took a close look at the report. And Alma, it was a high-profile lawsuit that spurred this investigation.
Yeah, a lawsuit filed in February by a woman claiming she was repeatedly sexually harassed by a former anesthesiology resident. That resident had gained national fame for his dancing videos on TikTok. He was even known as the TikTok Doc. The woman said she was ignored by multiple superiors when she tried to report his conduct.
OHSU leaders say they're committed to making real changes after a months-long investigation with an estimated cost of $6.5 million revealed a myriad of problems with the institutional culture. The independent review by Covington and Burling, an outside firm led by former Attorney General Eric Holder, included interviews with hundreds of people to analyze OHSU's culture as it relates to harassment, misconduct, employee reporting, and retaliation.
None of the themes surprised me. Again, it was disappointing that there were so many, at least of those who participated, who felt like they hadn't been adequately supported.
According to the Covington report, many believe the hospital failed to create an environment which community members feel values diversity, equity, and inclusion, and makes them feel welcomed and safe. The report also points to turnover and lack of leadership in human resources and a lack of support for students and employees reporting misconduct. Dr. Danny Jacobs, president of OHSU, sees the review and report as an investment.
The faster we can get at these issues and address them, the better the organization. Like many institutions and other academic health centers, there are many issues that affect the workforce, and oftentimes those are cultural. And the experiences that some of our members have felt need to be eliminated. In our statement, if there's just one person that's experienced that, that means we have work to do.
Chad Paulson, a director on OHSU's board, said the report was difficult to hear, but important to accept.
For those folks that were brave enough to come forward, share their lived experiences, we thank them. What they shared is going to allow us to move forward on a path to become the institution that we want to be.
Covington's recommendations include clarifying misconduct policies, strengthening accountability measures, protecting employees who report issues from retaliation, and fully staffing and streamlining HR.
The proof will be in the actions we take. I have every confidence that executive leadership will work aggressively and intently to address the recommendations.
OHSU released the full 51-page unredacted report online, part of their effort, they say, to be transparent. You can find it now on kgw.com.
Thank you, Alma. We have learned a bit more about the man who apparently carjacked several people in Portland Monday before being shot and killed by police on Interstate 5. 30-year-old Brandon Keck served 8 years in prison for a violent home invasion robbery in the Bellingham area. Records show he was released just last summer and quickly began racking up new arrests for drugs and stolen guns and other crimes. Police also revealed the woman reported to be shot during the crime spree Monday was not shot after all. We're still trying to get more details on that. Today, the CDC and the FDA authorized the Pfizer booster for 16 and 17-year-olds. There is still an approval process that needs to happen in Oregon before that age group can get their booster. And that includes the governor and Oregon Health Authority giving the go-ahead. Now, once that happens, 16 and 17-year-olds can get a booster as long as they got their initial vaccinations at least 6 months ago. New data shows vaccine effectiveness is waning, which is why doctors are urging boosters. Health officials say it will strengthen protection against Omicron and other variants. Officials also tell us Oregon could greenlight the boosters by the end of this week. In less than 2 days, the Portland Timbers will play for the MLS Cup. And for the first time ever, they'll do it right here in Portland. Take a look at the line of fans camped out around Providence Park tonight. They're waiting to get one of the best spots in the general admission section. There is a lot riding on the match for fans, but also for the city of Portland. Catherine Cook shows us how fans kicked off the festivities today.
Built with timbers from a dream.
Built with timbers from a dream.
The day started with a blessing outside Providence Park.
To warm your years forever.
To warm your years forever.
Go Timbers!
Go Timbers!
The traditional blessing of the victory log, wrapped in timbers, scarves, and hope. Now, onward Rose City goes to Saturday, when the Timbers face New York City FC for the MLS Cup.
Well, I think it's awesome. It's a dream come true for everybody, not just players, but the front office staff here and also the fans that have wanted to see the biggest game right here on their own field.
Timber Joey cut off the first slice. With any luck, he'll be doing a lot more of that when the Timbers take the pitch. Scott McKee will be watching.
It's not just about the game. It's not just about the sport, but it's about the community, the town of Portland, and all the things that we do for it.
Saturday's match is already bringing fans and their dollars to Portland from all over the country.
A big 15-foot cup, it's awesome.
Thomas Blazek flew in from New York Thursday morning.
Tonight we're planning on going to a few local bars, probably same tomorrow, hang out with some Portland fans, hopefully have a great time. And obviously see the game on Saturday.
Yeah, well, we're excited for a Timbers win, of course, but also it's great to see people coming back into town.
Marcus Hibden with Travel Portland thinks this could be downtown's biggest weekend since the pandemic hit.
And we know that this is going to bring thousands of people to Portland to watch the match, eat in our restaurants, shop at our local retailers, sleep in our wonderful hotels.
Maybe it's the jumping off point so many have been waiting for. Suddenly, we're all watching an MLS Cup carved out of a block of wood. Excited, smiling, together.
Oh, I'm just glad to be a part of it. It's a timber wonderland right now.
Who knows? Maybe blessing the victory log did a lot more than expected for a city that can't wait for Saturday at noon.
There is so much to do between now and then. To find out how you can get involved and celebrate the match, just head to kgw.com. In downtown Portland, Catherine Cook, KGW News.